Hey, yo, what's popping? We back. What's good? Welcome in, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, I appreciate you. Y'all see we super close to 45K. We hunting for 50 though. We hunting for 50. Stan Wars have officially extended. Thought it was kind of slowing down. Thought it was kind of going away. But it definitely doesn't seem like that. Now, in this video, shout out to Chigs. In this video, he's gonna be talking about Punch TDE reacting to Joe Budden criticizing Kendrick Lamar. And TDE after calling him a Grammy darling. Now, we did that video a couple of days ago, and I think I was able to share my thoughts pretty openly about the whole Grammy darling thing. Like, to me, it made it seem like they were saying that Kendrick was awarded awards without earning them. You know, that was my only issue with anything they said. I had no issues with any of the artists that they brought up, being Chance the Rapper. I think I brought up Jid. I brought up Clips. Well, they brought up Clips too. And who was the other one? There was another artist that I brought up and talked about. Alfredo too, Freddie Gibbs. So I brought up a bunch of different artists and said, you know what, man, all of these different artists could definitely win or could be nominated and win. And I have no problem with it. My only issue is that, you know, calling somebody a Grammy darling, at least in my eyes, made it seem like, you know, it was just given to him because he was popular. And I just don't agree with that. So in this video, it seems like we're going to be talking about that. But again, with these Stan Wars, bro, you're seeing people say things like, now we can finally see Joe never really liked Kendrick and was only bumping GNX to spite Drake. There was never anything there. And I'm just like, I mean, that could be true, right? That could be true. And again, but I think, you know, people trying to find a win is kind of the issue that I have here, man. And I posted something on Twitter I want to show y'all too. I don't know if I'll get to it in this video, but posted something on Twitter. Super genuine, super basic. Was like, yo, this fan theory would be dope. And I didn't think I had that on Twitter. But all right, man, let's go ahead and get into this video, man. Punch TDE reacts to Joe Budden criticizing Kendrick Lamar and TDE after calling him a Grammy darling. Let's get into it.
Get ready.
You know what to do, Chick.
Salute to Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. This is about to get real tricky. We gotta have a conversation about what is fair critique on somebody versus somebody just flat out hating on something.
Okay.
Now, obviously, as we know, when it comes to music, it's subjective.
Fair critique and hating, man. Fair critique to me is acknowledging when something is good and when it's bad. Now, I feel like for Drake, it's been a little bit different because I think it's been fun to just kind of like, to give him shit about things because he's so anti-hip hop. But I think even back before the lawsuit, like I always say, I felt like he had dropped maybe one or two that were like, okay, I could hear this being something a little bit better than what he's released here as of recently. But pure hating is not acknowledging when something is good too. At least that's my opinion. So y'all can let me know the difference in the comments if you're watching this on playback.
Music that sounds good to you might not sound good to me.
Facts.
And vice versa.
Facts.
So keeping that in mind, if I praise somebody's music one day, would I now be considered as a hater if I critique that person's music and don't like it the next day? Now,
I don't think you're a hater. No, absolutely not. If you genuinely can say, I don't like this music because tonally it sounds weird to me, or I don't like the production, his voice sounds weird on this one, or the lyrics are ass, whatever. There's plenty of music. Let's just say, even using Ye as an example, right? Like Kanye has dropped music that is, you know, generation defining, and then he's also dropped music that's been like, yo, what are you doing? So if you criticize that negatively, I don't think you're a hater.
Over the last couple of months, specifically over the last 2 weeks, a lot of fans have been noticing Joe has been changing his tune when it comes to critiquing anybody's music from TDE. You guys all saw the video from last week when Joe went at it with Doechie's manager after Joe was trying to allude that maybe she might be falling off or maybe she was an industry plant all along. If you guys did not watch that video, please make sure you guys go check it out. Now, last year, Joe was the biggest fan of Kendrick and TDE. He loved and praised anything coming out from TDE, specifically Kendrick Lamar. Nowadays, that love for TDE and Kendrick seems to be changing a little bit. On a recent episode of the Joe Budden Podcast Patreon episode, make sure you guys go check it out. Seems like Joe Budden is now a little bit fatigued from watching Kendrick Lamar win. Now, while they were discussing possible albums in hip-hop that could win a Grammy next year, Joe Budden was very adamant that he did not want to see Kendrick's GNX win it. He basically said because Kendrick Lamar won everything last year, give the Grammy to somebody else like the Clips. Here's what he said.
I still think that's the weirdest take to have, bro. Like, I don't think any artist wants to win an award that way either. Like, I don't think if you're talking about Chance winning or if you're talking about Clips winning, with the pride that they get, the pride that they have in putting out great music for the people to love, if it's going to be awarded something, it's going to be because the people genuinely want to see it win. It's not going to be because we're tired or we don't want to see another guy win, so let's just give it to them. Like I said, that seems very participation metal-ish, and I think that's kind of weird.
Chance album is going to get shunned.
Which is unfortunate.
Which is very unfortunate.
Which one got shunned? It ain't gonna get a nomination?
I think it's a better album than GNX. I think it's a better album than Clips album.
But wait, what's shunned though? If it's nominated, he's saying he don't think it's gonna get nominated.
I think it should. I think from what I'm hearing so far, I think it's a better album than all. Don't get me wrong, all the other things that go into those albums make those albums important. But if you're talking about just music and just
got the album of the year.
All that Chance album
You
is.
said that about 9 albums.
I love Chance.
That's another thing. I don't think I addressed that before with Joe, was him saying you said that about 9 albums, as in like every time you hear something, it becomes your new favorite. And that's just a lot of recency bias. That album came out more recently, so I think people who are hearing that now you might be tired of hearing Peekaboo for the 1 millionth time, where you might be tired of hearing Not Like Us for the billionth time. So it's like, bro, I'm done with that. I just want to hear something new, and that's okay. But to say that it's better, I mean, I guess that's your opinion. Either way, it's your opinion.
Because the new album comes out.
All those people.
Nah, yo.
Well, you change your album of the year quickly.
No,
or we've been blessed enough.
No, we've been blessed
to
to have
that much great music this
because
year.
GNX was it for me all the way up until Clips
When
came
did
out.
GNX come out, y'all?
Last year, like was it
November. It was like November 2024.
It wasn't that
Maybe
early.
October.
Yes, it was. Because I thought it was closer to Super Bowl time. No.
GNX came out before
No,
New
it
Year's.
was
previous year.
November.
It was in 2024.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but closer to Super
But GNX was my choice until the Clips, and then now with Chance, it's like, I mean, I don't think anything else.
November 22nd.
I think the Clips is going to win it, but I think because they got the narrative and the momentum, but I think Chance should win it.
I think the Clips should win it. I think Kendrick will
I think
win it.
GNX should.
I don't think Kendrick's gonna win.
Based on impact and how much I actually really listen to it, I probably would put GNX first.
Yo, that
but it's a dogfight. I want
that
to be
Chance
clear.
album, bro, is
Kendrick got to move. Kendrick got to get to the back of the line and share the
Yo,
stage.
we not
We
being
already gave
honest
you
about that album.
9 versions of every award.
That's why I don't think he's gonna get it.
We're not
That
being
But
honest
he's a
about
Grammy
Kendrick's
dog.
album, man.
I'm being.
I never liked the way
We
y'all
talking over
did.
each other. We talking over each other.
So is Chance.
Can I just say?
Kendrick is and has been Chance. I'm not gonna say.
I ain't hear your statement.
That's
Kendrick's a
another
Grammy.
point too. Like Chance has won a Grammy too. I can't remember exactly what he won it for. Let me see real quick. He's got rap album in 2017, rap song in 2020, rap performance in 2017, rap song in 2017, new artist in 2017, album in 2022. Did he really? He won for best rap album in 2022? Really? Am I tweaking? But yeah, so it's not like he hasn't won either. So I think that's also a kind of a weird critique. Like, oh, he's a Kendrick's the darling, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? Is it? Does he really have? No, are these just nominations? Hold on, let me see. He's got 3 wins and 9 nominations, right? So he's got 3 Grammys. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was reading that right.
Darling.
He is, but he earns it though. It ain't like he's just
right.
Whatever.
What you about to say about this album?
I don't think it aged as well as people would like to think it did. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I
still listen to that album.
It's my least favorite of his albums.
It's my second favorite.
You like Mr. Morale better?
I do.
You like To Pimp a... No, more.
To Pimp a Butterfly is my favorite album of his.
I got it.
So
I leave it alone.
But don't get me wrong. It's still a dope album. And I'm not trying to step on it in that way. But as far as we talking about just how it grew on me, I'm not really running back to listening to it. I hear me listening to this Chance album and this Clips album way more than I'll ever go back to this GN.
I'm gonna listen to Chance album. Like that's
I'm still
album,
dissecting
Chance's
album.
Only thing I don't like about the Chance album a little bit, and this is why I think I've been listening to it so much. And know what's crazy? When he sat here, he told us some of the metaphors that he was using. I wouldn't have caught him. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I wouldn't have caught him. The only thing I don't like about the Chance album is it's a little mumbly. It's not as clear.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He roll into it. So I gotta.
Oh, I think that's. I hear what you're saying, but
bro, he's killing that album.
That album is great.
That fucking album is amazing.
That album is amazing.
No,
he's
More
killing
Men
that
to me
shit.
is my favorite song of the year.
Yeah,
that's
an amazing
smoking that
song
album,
right
B.
there.
I'm not gonna hold
First
you.
those things, the song of the year for me. Hip hop song of the year.
So if an album
that'd be my
has
number 2.
the hip hop
That's my
song
song.
of the year
I'm with you on
and
that.
Malice is still my rapper of the year,
For sure.
it would just mean something differently if the Clips won it versus
And I feel
Kendrick
like-
won it.
And the song I voted for, I actually voted for Chance for Letters for rap song of the year, or maybe rap performance of the year. I forget which one, but that was the one for me.
I do want to. I will say this for legacy's sake and for just the spirit of hip hop. I would love to see the Clips
would
go
love
up
to
there.
see- I want Clips to win.
I would love that. That
I
to me would be
feel like
amazing.
Pusha is old that. I don't feel like he owed that. I would love to see.
I get what
them
you're
niggas
saying.
win. I would
How these
love
awards
to see.
work.
I think it would bode well for hip hop.
Wasn't it
I
just
think-
last year that they gave Kendrick all them Grammys?
Yes, last
Like,
Grammys that just
I'm
passed.
not going hard on this because we've already reacted to it, but just hearing it again, like they didn't give him shit. Like, what are you talking about? Gave him anything? He earned that shit.
I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, he cleaned up, and I didn't think he
without
would.
album. I don't want to see it again. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happened.
I'd be proud and happy.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna
I
happen.
wouldn't be
But it's
surprised.
going to mean something different to see them two brothers.
I think the industry
No,
also
no,
wants.
no.
Them two hood hip hop standing in what this is what we've been doing for the last 2 decades. We didn't deviate. We didn't do nothing different. We didn't play the games that the industry plays. We didn't do none of that shit. We put out a project that we genuinely and sincerely, this is what we do. And for them to win that grant, I would be proud.
We brought this shit to the Vatican.
Yes, bro.
Now it does not
I
stop.
mean, also, y'all don't think that Chains and Whips, how did they drop that? They dropped that, I think they dropped that Kendrick verse, what was it, like a couple of days before the album or whatever? Like that also kind of carried momentum into the album too. I think that was a really smart move on their part. So you're not just going there for the Kendrick verse. I said that as soon as they dropped it, like getting that out of the way so people aren't just going to your album, listening to that song and not listening to anything else. Anybody coming to the album after they heard the new that Kendrick verse probably just wanted to hear the album.
Up there on the same Patreon episode, Joe and the guys also added Kendrick Lamar to the list of people who fuck up R&B songs.
Well, while you on the list of people that fuck up the R&B feature, I would like to add another name for your consideration. Kendrick Lamar. Think about it.
I like Kendrick on Autumn Leaves, even though I understand the people that don't.
It's how many drinks?
How many drinks?
Miguel.
How many drinks?
He was on that.
How many drinks, bro? Miguel, Kendrick, how many drinks? Nah, bro, I can't give you that. If I had to, I don't even have a list, bro. I don't have a list. I have to think about it. But Kendrick definitely did not lessen the value of how many drinks.
Oh my God!
I
He
forgot
was
you
on
something.
how
I
many
don't remember.
drinks?
I don't remember that verse.
He shouldn't have been on how many drinks.
Yeah.
That's not worse than the J. Cole verse on the Miguel record. Or was that Miguel
Fox is
on the J. Cole record?
They've had.
They got a
Hold up, bro. They got a couple of them. Which one? He bugging on that. Hold on. He bugging. All I want is you. Oh my God, bro. Yo, chill out. All I want is you. Come on, bro. Don't they got some other ones too? Oh wait, come through and chill. I remember that one too. I don't know if I like that one as much though. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta listen to
Yeah,
that.
they got.
Dick like a foot up in your mouth shit is
I hate
that's
you.
one of the worst things I've ever heard on a R&B record.
Now this
Wait.
critique has sparked a lot of conversation and controversy online. Somebody said, yo, it's so funny seeing the bots find out in real time that
Told you I
Joe
seen
never
it.
liked Kendrick and only acted like he did so Drake could lose the battle. Somebody else said, Joe only shifted to Kendrick because Doechii
Wait,
came
is this Holly B from the chat? Wait, chat? Chat showed up in the Chiggs video? Yeah, this gotta be. It's gotta be. There's only one Holly B I know. Joe only shifted to Kendrick because Doechii came out like, what's good? He had to stop Greasy talking to her and go back to Kendrick.
out like, yo, what's good? He had to stop Greasy talking her and go back to Kendrick. Another fan posted this clip from last year of Joe saying that he wants to get a hug from Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar, the universe is going to bring us together.
I remember.
You want that hug so bad.
Because I believe in the power of the universe. I was supposed to just go to the pop-out show like you did and get my hug. I need this transfer of...
And they posed a question asking, yo, is Joe upset because he never got his hug from Kendrick? Now, even the president of TDE, Punch TDE himself, had to come out and weigh in on the recent
Punch, when did y'all become so hated? Redacted. Keep winning. You'll see. Punch. Ah, I see.
hate towards Kendrick and his camp. Punch posted this dialogue he had with somebody from his camp or somebody close to him. The name of the person is redacted. You guys can fill in the blanks on who you guys think this is. I think this is Kendrick, but I could be wrong. Punch asked the person, yo, like, when did y'all become so hated? The person who shall not be named said, yo, if you keep winning, you see it. Then Punch says, I see. Now, again, I posed this question to you guys earlier in the video. What can we consider as fair critique and what can we consider as hating? GNX,
hating is not wanting to see somebody win when they deserve to win because you're tired of seeing them win. That's hate. There's no other way to look at it. If you deserve to win something because you've put in the work, the people around the music industry agree that it is a very much deserving project to win, then yeah. Now that's hate. Fair critique is I'm gonna go back. I want to listen to the albums again, and I want to see which ones I go back to or which ones I have a connection to more when I hear them again, right? Like fair critique, then I'll come back and I'll let you know. But I think there's a blurred line sometimes between hate and critiquing, and sometimes you can be critiquing something and somebody else will view it as hate. Like when we listen to music over here, if we don't 100% love, and it's really just certain fan bases, right? Like I don't want to put it all on them, but some of the hate that I've seen personally is for Nicki Minaj and Drake. Whenever I don't love something that they put out, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing is we haven't gotten anything as of recently that Kendrick has put out that I gotta go, you know what? I'm not really digging it. Even when J. Cole, right? And I'm a J. Cole fan. When he dropped 7 Minute Drill, I said, that's it? That's it? We've been waiting on it and that's it? Bro, that's not enough. you have to be able to critique both ways.
Album was ineligible last year for a Grammy. Those Grammys he won this year were for Not Like Us. So obviously for next year, if Kendrick Lamar's GNX is up against other albums and people feel like the quality of GNX is still better than other albums, I'm sure Kendrick Lamar is not going to turn down any Grammy wins. It's not my fault that I put out this amazing song, Not Like Us, that changed the landscape of music last year. There's a lot of people that still playing records from GNX till this day. And there's also people out there that have no clue Chance the Rapper put out an album this year.
Bro, that's all my comments in the last video said that. Bro, I'm from Chicago and I didn't even know. That's not me saying it, these are other people. I'm from the area and I didn't know. Or damn, Chance put out an album. I think he did a really good job of trying to promote the album. But I think if you're not just in that hip hop space, you wouldn't have ever known that he dropped.
I think when you use the term Grammy darling, it kind of takes away from the work and quality of music that Kendrick put into GNX. Now, the Clips album was also pretty good. I could definitely also see that album winning the Grammy next year. For me, it comes down to quality of music, not because somebody has won something so many times. If you ask me.
But here's the other thing I want to say. Didn't they like boycott the Grammys, and the Grammys ain't really the end all be all for hip hop, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need Grammys. Like, at that point, like, does it even really matter who wins if y'all don't care? You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't want the awards, and I'm not talking about Kendrick, and I'm talking about the hip hop media spaces that looked at it and say, bro, like, who cares about the Grammys? We don't care, right? So if y'all don't care, then this means nothing, I guess, at the end of the day. Now, I know as an artist, it feels good to be awarded for something that you do, especially at the probably the highest height of music, so I can see that.
I think Punch and Joe are definitely going to have a conversation behind the scenes just to make sure there's no tension between both parties. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys classify what Joe said about GNX as hating, or is it fair critique and his own opinion? Like this.
Listen, in my opinion, it's not fair critique because you can't acknowledge how great it was and then say, I'm tired of seeing you win. That's why you shouldn't win. This song, when I put together the 17 songs from this album and the 15 or 16 songs, I guess, from this album, this is how many songs I believe are smashes, slaps, whatever, and then make your decision from there. But so yeah, man. So then also we've seen TDE kind of going back at Joe Budden, which I hadn't seen yet, right? So TDE been going back at Joe Budden, so I'm gonna do it all in one video. Let's go ahead and get into this and see what they talking about.
Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh man, who knew that this was all it took to get Drake fans and Kendrick fans to unite? Right now, both fan bases are forming together like Voltron to attack the Joe Budden podcast. Now, on yesterday's video, I asked you guys this question. What do we consider simply critique, and what do we consider hate? Especially when it comes to music. If you guys did not watch that video, please make sure you guys go check it out. But from the comment section yesterday, looks like it was kind of split. Some people said the Joe Budden podcast was hating on Kendrick Lamar. Meanwhile, other people said, nah, chicks, I don't see it. This is simply just fair critique from the JBP. Now, last week, we saw TDE affiliate Mac Wap come out in defense of Doechii after Joe Budden and the podcast crew tried to insinuate that Doechii was an industry plant. Mac Wap and his crew not only made fun of Joe and his music career, but he also brought in Joe's son into the mix. This week, Mac Wap is now going at Imani from the podcast for claiming that Kendrick's GNX album did not age well.
Chance album is going to get shunned.
Which is unfortunate.
Which is very unfortunate.
To me, shunned. It ain't gonna get a nomination?
I think it's a better album than GNX. I think it's a better album than Clips album.
But wait, what's shunned though? If it's nominated,
that's the crazy part. I didn't even really address that. Not only is Chance's album better than GNX, but it's also better than Clips. I think there are some very bright spots on Chance's album. I think he probably has 4. I think it's 4 that I'm like, bro, these are excellent, just beautifully written, the tone. Some of them really brought me back and made me like back in the city when I was younger. Just like it really like tapped into the Chicago nature of everything for me personally, and I loved it. But like just across the board though, like better than. I just can't see how it's better than both of them. But that, again,
He's saying he don't think it's going to
I
get
think
nominated.
I think it should. I think from what I'm hearing so far, I think it's a better album than all. Don't get me wrong. All the other things that go into those albums make those albums important. But if you're talking about just music and
Chance
just
got the album of the year.
all that Chance album
You done said
is.
that about 9 albums.
I love Chance.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because the new album comes out.
All his people.
Nah, yo.
Well, you change your album of the year quickly.
No,
or we've been blessed enough.
No, we've been blessed
to get
to have
that much great music this
Because
year.
GNX was it for me all the way up until Clips
When
came
did
out.
GNX come out, y'all?
Last year.
Last year, like was it November?
It was like
No.
November 2024.
It wasn't that
Maybe
early.
October.
Yes, it was.
Because I thought it was closer to Super Bowl time.
No.
No.
GNX came out before
No,
New
it was the
Year's.
previous year.
November.
It was in 2024.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but closer to
But
Super Bowl.
GNX was my choice until the Clips, and then now with Chance, it's like, I mean, I don't think anything else.
November 22nd.
I think the Clips is going to win it, but I think because they got the narrative and the
Thanksgiving time,
momentum. But I think Chance should win it.
I think the Clips should win it.
think Clips should win.
Kendrick will
I think
win it.
GNX should.
I don't think Kendrick's going to win.
Based on impact and how much I
I can't do that. with you guys.
Wrong. It's still a dope album.
I'm not going to
first
hold
those things.
you. I think it would both standing in what not a, I would be
People that's gonna take it. You make a bold statement like that would have just went on to a maybe.
Grant. I would be
amazing.
proud.
We brought this shit to the Vatican.
Yes, bro.
Now maybe people would have been a little bit more understanding if Imani would have just went on to explain how the album didn't age well. When you make a bold statement like that, you have to
leave it up
know
for
there's a
our
lot of
interpretation.
people that's gonna take it personal.
Right.
Some people feel like Imani's critique was not just about music, but it was a little bit more personal about Kendrick and his brand. And also you have to know in media, when you're talking about somebody as polarizing as Kendrick Lamar, somebody with a huge fan base, people are going to give you some pushback. Now, yesterday, Imani actually addressed all the criticisms and hate he was getting. He said, yo, you guys, when I championed Kendrick for his wins, I was cool. When I gave honest opinion on how the album aged for me, I'm hating. You
Nah, bro. That's the thing, though. You didn't say the album didn't age well for me. You said we're not being honest about this GNX album. I could be wrong if that's not verbatim, but if we go back, I believe he said we're not being honest about this album. So you generalized it and it left you and went to everybody when you say we're not being honest about this album. You didn't say, listen, I'm going to be honest about how this album aged for me. It hasn't aged well. All right.
You niggas just appreciate yes men and hate real thoughts.
that's not true.
I'll never compromise my real thoughts or feelings to be considered cool to y'all. Now this morning, Mac Wap woke up on 10 and he said enough was enough. Because Kendrick does not.
And I mean, and the thing is, I never want to be in the room of yes men at all. I still even appreciate his opinion and saying it's not the album for me. I think the not aging well and all of that is just it takes it from your personal feelings to trying to spread that as a narrative too.
I do the social media thing. Right now, I'm the bully, and everybody that wants smoke, come get it. MacWap says, yo, we remember all y'all was up there twerking. I can't wait to react to your music this week. They called a homie a Grammy darling. That's
Wait. They called a homie, okay.
the equivalent of saying a nigga is in the Illuminati because you can't comprehend the success. Now, this is where things go all the way left and get flagrant. MacWap says, yo, Imani got 4,500 monthly listeners with no mustache. Joe shouldn't trust that
That's
nigga.
crazy.
They mad at Dot for being in the headlines too much. They was mad at Doechii for the same
thing,
reason.
yup.
Doechii got low. They got mad at that too. Golly. Then MacWap posted this old picture of Imani saying, yo, what's Reverend's son's name with the odd face? Nigga grown now. Wait, you talking about Russie? No. MacWap, please take it back. Russie? Hey, man, y'all leave Russie out of this. He's innocent. Now, it's obvious that MacWap definitely wants smoke with the JBP guys. And
I think you need somebody like that in the camp, though, to just come out and they're gonna say what needs to be said because I like if we go back to this and we say, where is it at? Right. They call a homie a Grammy darling. That's the equivalent of saying niggas in an Illuminati because you can't understand the success. I even think that's a little bit different. Like, because when niggas put the Illuminati on you, it's like there's no way you could have gotten to where you've gotten without some sort of help. To me, this Grammy darling thing is like they just give you shit. Like they just give it to you because everyone likes you. So like I don't know. I mean, it could be very similar too, but remember all y'all was up there twerking, can't react to your music this week. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. They was up there dancing over it too. So I don't know, man. I think it's very interesting.
Now, it's obvious that
And
Mac
weird.
Wap definitely wants smoke with the JBP guys. And from what we know about Imani, he does not show anybody grace.
I'm telling you, grace though. You can't show me grace. I'm telling you. You can't show me grace.
The last podcast episode, Joe and the guys did not respond back to Mac Wap and the TDE guys for how they came at Doechii. This
it's
time,
pressure.
who knows?
That's
Maybe
why.
because it's Kendrick, Joe and the guys might finally address all the backlash and also address the TDE guys as well. Now, personally, I don't think Imani's take was that crazy. Obviously, you can like an album in real time, but then a year later, you may feel like, this really did not age well. This happens all the time in music. I think when you see certain records that still charted a year later from that same album you claim aged badly, that's when people are gonna tell you, hey bruh, you might wanna go get your ears checked.
That was my point. It's still on the, even though I don't think it's on Billboard anymore because of some rule or technicality or whatever. That was my whole point when reacting to this initially. Was like, bro, it's still everywhere. I don't understand the whole aging well thing. Like, does every song have to be charting and playing for you regularly for it to have been aging well? Like, I don't get it.
You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys
But I
make
think
up?
this is what they want. Like, I think obviously as the Joe Budden podcast, they want to continuously be in and I don't have any issue with that, bro. I don't have no issue with them having their opinion. I think what it comes down to is making it seem like Kendrick didn't earn what he got, and then also just saying wildly inconsistent and clearly prove like it didn't age well is like, I don't know. And not like us ain't even on, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. I definitely feel like, I think they're going to respond to this because it's Kendrick and it might even be seen as a bigger topic or needle mover for them to talk about it. I don't know if they probably wouldn't even really care too much about Mac Wap in particular, but because it's Kendrick, they might go ahead and give us some more insight or thoughts on it. I don't expect anybody to change their opinions, and I would hate for them to. I think, you just got to ride with it. You got to live with it at this point. So let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We on the way to 45K, man. I can't wait to get there, and I can't get there without each and every one of you, man. So I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.